From a tough childhood in Naples to conquering Hollywood, Sophia Loren went from teenage beauty queen to international superstar. Her powerful performance in Two Women didn't just earn her an Oscar, it made history as the first foreign-language Best Actress win. And that was only the beginning. She later married producer Carlo Ponti and raised two sons, all while keeping her career in full swing. Over the years, her sons, Carlo Ponti Jr. and Eduardo, were often seen with their glamorous mom at red carpet events. But only as her kids, you won't believe they have achieved even more. So let's find out, and before that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Number 2. Carlo Ponti Jr. Carlo Ponti Jr. was born on December 29, 1968 in Geneva, Switzerland, as the eldest son of Carlo Ponti Sr. and Sophia Loren. When Sophia was admitted to the hospital for his birth, the media gathered in large numbers eager to capture the moment. Loren once described Carlo Jr. as a little bit like her. She called him shy, someone who keeps things inside, laughs, and is funny. With parents like his, you might expect Carlo to follow the glamorous path of cinema, but from a young age he felt drawn to a different kind of stage, one not filled with cameras and red carpets, but with sheet music, silence, and sound. Carlo's love for classical music was not some passing childhood hobby. It was a calling that tugged at him from an early age. Finally, in 1994, he took his first big step and enrolled at the Conductors Institute in Connecticut, where he studied under the legendary Harold Farberman. He kept learning, kept growing, and taking guidance from maestros like Zubin Mehta and Andre Barreto while in Los Angeles. Then, to sharpen his skills even further, Carlo headed to the heart of classical music, Vienna. There he trained under renowned conductors Leopold Hager and Erwin Ackel. It wasn't easy, but for Carlo, every lesson, every note, was part of a journey he knew he was meant to take. Eventually, in 2000, Carlo was named Associate Conductor of the Russian National Orchestra, a role he held for nearly 2 decades. During that time, he conducted performances around the world, including a remarkable appearance at the Vatican in 2010, where he performed before Pope Benedict XVI. Just a year after joining the Russian National Orchestra, Carlo Ponti Jr. stepped into another exciting chapter. He became the music director of the San Bernardino Symphony in California. He was only 33, yet already leading one of the oldest orchestras in the state. And he didn't just keep things running, he transformed the orchestra. Under his baton, it grew artistically, drew in bigger crowds, and gained stronger support from the community. For over a decade, Carlo was the heart and soul of that symphony, turning concerts into something people didn't just hear, but felt. But Carlo wanted to do more. In 2013, he founded the Los Angeles Virtuosi Orchestra with a mission close to his heart: to support music education for young people. For him, music isn't just about sound. It actually teaches discipline, teamwork, and empathy. And Carlo made it his goal to bring those life lessons to students who might never have had the chance otherwise. And he hasn't just been conducting, he's also left his mark through recordings. His 2008 release of Mussorgsky's pictures at an exhibition with the Russian National Orchestra earned glowing reviews. Then came Scheherazade in 2011, where critics praised his precision, emotional depth, and the way he brought each note to life. His dedication hasn't gone unnoticed. Over the years, he's been honored with awards like Italy's Premio Galileo, the Artistic Achievement Award from the Virginia Warring Piano Competition, and the Ordine della Stella d'Italia, one of Italy's highest honors, awarded by the president himself. But despite all the spotlight on stage, Carlo's personal life is peaceful and private. In 2004, he married Hungarian violinist Andrea Mezaros, and together they've built a quiet, fulfilling life in Geneva with their 2 children. He doesn't chase fame, stays away from tabloids, and lets his music do the talking. After all these years, Carlo Ponti Jr. has created a legacy all his own, note by note, stage by stage. He's not trying to be a celebrity. He's just a man following his passion and sharing it with the world. Number 1. Edoardo Ponti. Eduardo Ponti, the second son of Sophia Loren, was born on January 6, 1973 in Geneva, Switzerland. With a legendary family history rooted in Italian cinema, many expected him to walk the same path as his parents. And he did, but in his own way. From a young age, Edoardo showed signs of being a storyteller. He grew up between Switzerland, France, Italy, and the U.S., surrounded by art, film, and culture. But unlike many born into fame, Edoardo wasn't looking for a shortcut. He was determined to build his own identity and earn his place in the world. He studied English literature and creative writing at the University of Southern California, then went on to earn a master's degree in film directing at USC's School of Cinema and Television. It was there that Edoardo found his voice, obviously not one overshadowed by his mother's fame or his father's legacy, but one that was quiet, lyrical, and deeply personal. His directorial debut came in 2002 with Between Strangers. It is a moving drama that starred his mother, Sophia Loren, in one of the lead roles. The film premiered at both the Venice and Toronto International Film Festivals and was recognized for its emotional depth and mature direction. It wasn't a flashy start, but it was definitely worthy. Over the years, Eduardo continued to explore different genres. In 2011, he directed the romantic comedy Coming and Going, starring Sasha Alexander, who had become his partner in both life and art. The two had met years earlier, and their creative bond blossomed into a happy marriage. Together, they've built a life with their two children, Lucia and Leonardo. Eduardo also made a name for himself in short films. One of his most praised works, The Night Shift Belongs to the Stars, starred Nastasia Kinski and Enrico Loverso. The short won critical acclaim for its poetic storytelling and beautiful visuals, proving Eduardo's gift for creating cinematic moments that linger long after the screen goes dark. But the project that truly turned heads came in 2020 with The Life Ahead, a Netflix feature that marked Sophia Loren's return to the screen after more than a decade. Directed by her son, the film tells the story of Madame Rosa, a Holocaust survivor who opens her heart and home to children from troubled backgrounds. The film was gentle, powerful, and full of raw humanity. Critics called it one of Loren's finest performances, and that's saying something. Behind the camera, Eduardo brought out something special, something only a son could. There was trust, vulnerability, and a deep emotional connection in every scene they shared. The film earned multiple nominations, including an Academy Award nod for Best Original Song, EOC Scene, which went on to win the Golden Globe. Eduardo's storytelling often revolves around themes like love, identity, loss, and transformation. His characters are usually flawed, sometimes even broken, but never beyond saving. His work carries a quiet strength, always focused on the human heart. And despite being the son of two cinematic legends, Eduardo's work stands on its own. He once said, "Directing my mother is like speaking a language only we understand." You can feel that bond in every frame they create together. Even with all his success, Eduardo lives a grounded life. He and his wife Sasha split their time between the US and Europe, raising their kids in a home filled with creativity, music, and love. At this point in his career, Eduardo doesn't need a big set or a massive production. Just give him a well-lit room, a few honest words, and a camera, and he'll create something real enough to make you feel. And maybe that's what makes him and his brother so special. They had the background of fame, but they never let that overshadow their personalities, and instead they carried their parents' legacy into entirely different arenas. Does their story captivate you? If yes, then don't forget to share how, and also like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.